What's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great episode of Simone with the Sports. I'm Simone, bringing you guys a daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here and you haven't already subscribed to the channel yet, what is you doing? Like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me, turn your notification bells on because the videos are coming like boom, 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 boom. Also, check out the links down below. The first link is to buy me that coffee to help fuel this channel. The second link is to shop the official Simone with the Sports merch collection. And the last link is to subscribe to our podcast, Tough Calls, where me and Dylan have some of your favorite sports analysts, reporters, former and current athletes chop it up with us on the pod. So guys, first of all, what's up? How y'all doing? I feel like I haven't talked to y'all in a minute, especially my Sixers people, because I've been going through it. So yesterday, you guys know I usually do my reaction. When it's a big game, I do a reaction after the game. Yesterday was a big game, but I'm sorry, y'all. I went to the Hawks game last night. So, when I got back, I had to do what I do. I had to decompress. I had time to do a Sixers video last night. But today, I'm just giving you guys the rundown, because y'all probably like, oh, when I do my reaction, I know I reacted to the Knicks, which was a loss, and I reacted to the Nets, which was a loss. So y'all are probably like, and I don't blame y'all in y'all mind, oh, she only gonna talk about when we lose. No, I only talk about the big games, like a Pistons game. I'm not gonna talk about the Pistons, or like the OKC game. I wasn't gonna talk about that. Those were like, not big games, because there's so many NBA games, you know what I mean? So I only really react to the big games. So the Bulls, I'll be reacting to that. Win or lose, I should have reacted to the Hawks, but yeah, I was busy. Anyways, so let me give you guys the rundown of this video. So this video, we're going to talk about the Sixers win streak. So the Sixers are hot, baby. We hot. And I know a lot of people didn't expect us to be this hot this early, especially without Ben Simmons playing and without us adding a huge star. Now, we did add some stars. They weren't huge blockbuster stars like some of the other teams, but we're going to talk about how Niang and how Drummond are going crazy for us right now. So that's the first part of the video. The second part of the video, we're going to be talking about the Eastern Conference standings, who I think is a fluke and who I think are the real contenders in the East. Now, I know it's way too early in the season to talk about the standings, but the standings are very misleading right now. And I'm going to talk about the teams that I think are really about it, like when it comes to the playoff run, and which teams I think are a fluke right now and streaking right now. Lastly, we're going to talk about the Celtics and the drama that the Celtics have going on. Okay? And disclaimer, I know I'm a Sixers fan, but I'm not biased. I don't hate the Celtics. I know some of y'all hate the Celtics. I don't hate the Celtics. I actually really like Jason Tatum. I like Marcus Smart, and I like Jaylen Brown. I love their young core. You know what I'm saying? They're three no drama guys. It's not to like about those three young players. Also, my sister lives in Boston, so she's a Celtics fan, and she also went to Duke, and she's a huge Jason Tatum fan. So I got a lot of Celtics in my ear. So that's the rundown of the video. Hopefully you guys stay for the whole video. Before we get into it, y'all guys probably like, why I got a hat on in the house in short sleeves? Yeah. Y'all ever have something and y'all just want to wear it so bad? I love this hat so bad, y'all, and I just can't wait to wear it. So I say, you know what, life too short to not wear something. You know what I'm saying? If I want to wear this hat, dang it, I'm going to wear the dang hat. Okay? I don't care if I look like a crazy person wearing short sleeves and a beanie. You know what I'm saying? If I want to wear the hat, I'm going to get the hat off, period. It's 2021. It's almost over. It's almost 2022. If I want to wear something, I'm going to wear it, I'm going to do it. So let's start off by talking about last night. Last night, no Tobias Harris, no Joel Embiid, no freaking problem. The Sixers got it done against the Portland Trail Blazers. So last night, the Sixers, we beat the Portland Trail Blazers. And the biggest storylines of the night for me, I have three huge storylines. One, winning without Ben Simmons, winning without Joel, and winning without Tobias Harris. I feel like last year, because our role players are so much better than last season. We're going to talk about that. That would have been a loss last season. This season, it's not. We're going to talk about Niang and Drummond. Both of those guys were huge signings for us. Now, I knew Drummond was going to be a huge signing, but I didn't know Niang was going to be as impactful as Niang is. Drummond had 14 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and a block last night, starting for Joel Embiid. Last season, one of our biggest problems was the lack of depth behind Joel Embiid. This season, we got a guy that was a starter on the Cavs, was a starter on the Pistons, and now is playing backup to Joel Embiid. And Andre Drummond, I'm loving his ability, his passing ability. He's just so much more effective offensively than Dwight Howard. He just brings so much more to the table offensively than Dwight Howard brought. And I'm loving Andre Drummond. But I knew Andre Drummond was going to have this impact. And this is already how we're just so much better than last season. Just having that depth behind not only Embiid, but Tobias Harris with Niang. Now, Niang, y'all, I didn't know Niang was going to be as impactful as he was. Last night, he had a 25-5 game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He was 7-16 from field goal. Again, he's shooting 43% from 3 last season. He's a great passer for a, 4. He's a great passer for a power forward, and he also can create his own shot. He can create shot off the dribble as well, and he's a good playmaker on the wing as well. Niang just has been totally impressive. Not even just, last night was a huge night for him. He had 21 points. Like I said, he had 21 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. All season, he's been shooting 43% from the 3. But I just didn't know Niang was going to be this impactful. And the crazy thing is, guys, Doc Rivers said that it was either Doc Rivers or Daryl Morey, but they said that we were trying to get Niang last season, but it didn't go through. Imagine if we had Niang last season. We would have been so much deeper into the playoffs, maybe even been in the championship if we had Niang backing up Tobias instead of Mike Scott. Like, Drummond and Niang just had me so excited. Like I said, one of our biggest deficits last season was the bench. We got Niang and Drummond coming off the bench, dropping all them points, gobbling up all them rebounds, creating those plays for others. We gonna be straight. And like I said, that's without Embiid, that's without Tobias. That's them stepping up into the starting role. We gonna be good. We gonna be all right. I know we dropped the game to the Nets. We dropped the game to the Knicks, but I'm not worried about that. First of all, we play a billion games in basketball, and like I said, we are winning the right way, the way we're supposed to win. We got a big win without Joel Embiid. We struggled last season when Joel Embiid didn't play, and Tobias Harris didn't play. Drummond he said he didn't know he was starting until he looked on Twitter and saw that he was starting. And those guys just stepped up in those guys' place, and they're just making all the difference. Another big thing, y'all, as a team, we had 34 assists on 43 made baskets. 34 assists on 43 made baskets. Talk about sharing the ball and swinging the ball around. Talk about that. Like, the team basketball that's being played right now with the Sixers, I'm loving it. I'm not liking it. I usually say I like that. But no, I love that. I love that. So I love it. Next up, we have the Bulls, Pistons, Bulls, Knicks, Bucks. So of course we're going to be tested. Also, a huge thing, Ben Simmons has been playing as shoot around. Now I know that's bad news for some of y'all who want Ben Simmons traded, but that's good news to me because I feel like we add Ben Simmons into this lineup with Drummond and Niang playing like they are, we're going to make some real noise. So I want Ben Simmons to come back. Also, please stop the chants, y'all. Ben Simmons is still on our team right now. So us chanting, we want Lillard, what does that make? Ben Simmons is still on the roster. Stop the chants. You can't be chanting you want another player. How does that make your own players feel confidence-wise? We can't do that, y'all. We can't do that. We can't do that. No, we want so-and-so chance. No trade Ben. I didn't hear any trade Ben, of course. But saying we want Lillard, we know what that's implying. We know we want Lillard, but we can't say that out loud because Ben is still on our roster. So lastly, before we get into the standings, last thing I want to say is Sixers, the new city jerseys, paying homage to Spectrum. I love the new city capsule, y'all. I don't usually buy a lot of basketball merch because you know, they're always coming out with merch. I would be broke if I tried to keep up with all the merch. But I would be broke if I tried to keep up with all the merch. But these city jerseys, I'm gonna have to get something out of that capsule. So guys, let's talk about the standings, okay? Because I know it's way too early. So the second part of this video, we're gonna talk about the standings, who I think is a fluke, who I think is legit. And then the last part of the video, we're gonna be talking about the Celtics drama. So let's talk about the standings. Right now, it's the Bulls, the Heat, and the Knicks. All of them are legit, okay? The Bulls, the Heat, and Knicks, they're all legit. The Bulls are rolling right now, okay? DeMar DeRozan had freaking 30-some points last night. DeMar DeRozan had 30-some points right now. And I love that for DeMar DeRozan because I love DeMar DeRozan. What can't you not like about DeMar DeRozan? I hate how that had to go down for him with the Raptors, for the Raptors to get their ring. And I like that DeMar DeRozan is playing well. You guys know DeMar DeRozan is somebody that I wanted the Sixers to get. I wanted the Sixers to get DeMar DeRozan. The Bulls got him, and they also got Lonzo, Zach LaVine. They got Caruso as well. Still got Kobe White. This Bulls team is legit. Moving on to the Heat, legit. The Heat is legit. They added Kyle Lowry. We knew when they added Kyle Lowry, they were going to be legit. The Heat are legit. The Knicks freaking added freaking Kemba Walker, taking all that pressure off of Julius Randle. Quickley been playing well. We know we lost to the Knicks. I like this Knicks team. The Knicks are super legit. And y'all think about this. They have us at number 4 right now. I mean, they have us like it's not based off record. We're number 4 right now. But look, all these top 3 teams, the Bulls, the Heat, the Knicks, they all added a star. We didn't add a star, and we're still at number 4 right now. Do y'all know how huge that is for our players? Just showing that these top 3 teams had to add. They had to add a Lonzo and DeMar DeRozan. They had to add a Kyle Lowry. They had to add a Kemba Walker to get 1, 2, and 3. The Sixers, we're hot right now, and we lost an all-star who's not playing for us right now, and Ben Simmons, and we're still up there. That's huge for us. At number 5 right now, as the time I'm recording this video, should get up before any NBA basketball is played. The Wizards are at number 5, fluke. The Wizards are fluke, okay? Like I said, the Hawks played the Wizards last night. The Wizards are fluke. They're nothing but a bunch of role players. And honestly, Kuzma, love Kuzma's style, love his personality, but Kuzma has not been playing well, and Kuzma has been very inconsistent. Even before he got to the Wizards, he was inconsistent with the Lakers. The Wizards are a bunch of role players, y'all. And I forgot they had KCP. I went to the Hawks Wizards last night. They got everybody. They basically just got the Lakers role players dumped on them. The Wizards, they're a fluke. The Raptors are behind the Wizards right now at number 6 when it comes to record. I think the Raptors are a fluke. I don't think the Raptors are a fluke. I just don't think they're going to end the year that high. Maybe they'll end the year at an 8th seed, but I don't think they'll end the year top 6 seed. They're still a solid team, but I just don't think they're going to stay that high at number 6. Number 7, the Hornets. The Hornets are another team that I think they're not going to be. If they make the top 10, they'll be number 10. But I don't think that they're going to stay in the top 8. The reason why the Nets right now are number 8 in the standing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Nets right now are at number 8 in the standings. I know the Nets are super struggling, but if James Harden gets healthy and they get Kyrie back, then the Nets will shoot up. But of course, that's just depending on if they can get Kyrie back and if James Harden gets back to being James Harden. If not, then they're going to stay very low seed. But if they do, I have them taking, of course, jumping up into the top 6. The Hawks, I have the Hawks surging up the rankings as well. The Hawks right now are sitting at number 9. I definitely have the Hawks in the top 8, probably top 7 come the end of the season. The Hawks have been playing without Red Velvet. Kevin don't hurt him, and I think once they get Kevin Huerter back, they're going to be back legit because the Hawks, we know what they did last season. After that, the Cavs are sitting at number 10. The Bucks are sitting at number 11. I think the Bucks, of course, are going to surge up once they get everything figured out. The Bucks, of course, super dominant team last season. Just the size of the Bucks. I have the Bucks definitely being in the top 6 when the dust settles. The Celtics, I have no idea. They're sitting at number 12 right now in the rankings, and we're going to get into the Celtics right now. I think the Celtics will I definitely think the Celtics will get into the top 10 because, like I said, I have the Hornets falling off, the Wizards falling off, maybe the Cavs falling off. I definitely think the Celtics will be in the top 10. But y'all, the Celtics are going through it. So Marcus Smart, I'm about to pull up his quotes from last night. Marcus Smart said after the game, and of course Marcus Smart is a leader. We know he's a leader, and you know the reporters ask them questions to get them to get responses like this. Last night he said, I would just like to play basketball. Every team knows we're trying to go to Jason and Jalen. Every team is programmed and studied to stop Jason and Jalen. I think everybody's scouting report is to make those guys pass the ball. They don't want to pass the ball. That's something that they're going to learn. They're still learning. We're proud of the progress they're making, but they're going to have to make another step and find ways to not only create for themselves, but create for others on this team to open up the court for them. Later down the game, when they're always going to take those tough shots or take tough matchups, when they do get the one-on-one or they bring the trap, it's something that we've been asking them to do and they're learning. We just got to continue to help those guys do that to help our team. He said there's nothing he can do just standing in the corner. So Marcus Smart wants more touches. I really hope the Celtics teams figure it out. And one thing I know, just honestly, I don't know because I don't know any of these guys personally, but Jalen, Jason, and Marcus Smart, they all seem like selfless guys that want to win. So I do thoroughly believe that they can figure this out in the locker room. They have a first-time head coach. Obviously, their last coach was super not good at coaching. So hopefully, it's still early in the season. They blew that 30-point lead. I believe it was a 30-point lead. That they blew to the Bulls, which sucks. But we gotta remember, the Bulls is a good team, y'all. The Bulls is a very good team. So even though they blew that lead, if they blew it to a team that sucked, then I'll be more worried. But they're a young core, a very talented core. I just think they need to figure it out and maybe definitely get some more help, more size on the inside. But I do want to see Jalen and Jason, like he said, when they get those tough one-on-one matchups, finding a teammate, getting some help instead of trying to take on that one-on-one ISO ball too much. But that's just my 2 cents. I do think the Celtics will work it out, I guess. But again, like I said, the Celtics need to add some more size. They need to add some more size. And that's just been something that they've been struggling with, trying to add some more size. But guys, let me know what you think. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. If you made it this far in the video, I think me and Dylan are going to go live on Friday. We can either go live during the day on Friday or at night after Friday Night Lights. So it'll probably be like 11 p.m. So let me know what you would rather. Would you rather us go live during the daytime, or would you rather us go live around 11 p.m.? Let me know. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you leave a comment, subscribe. Keep rocking with me, and until I talk to you guys next time.